Hi, this is Irma Francis, and welcome to the Healership Path. Right now we're doing the mini series, 5 Steps on the Healership Path. And if you've been following us, we have answered the call. We have gone on the search. And what we found out when we went on the search is it's not searching or seeking something in the external world. It's an inner search. And now we are on step number 3, which is the struggle. And when I think about the struggle, I think about when I went through a major struggles in my life. And during that time, it was a bit like going into a cocoon. It was a lot like going into a cocoon. I pulled away. I got really quiet. I did a lot of self-inventory. I really tuned into what was going on for me and why some things were working in my life and some things weren't. And I did realize that I could change relationships. I could change jobs. I could change the state I live in. I could change a lot of things on the external and just kind of have them show up again somewhere else, the issues and the reasons why I first made those changes. And there was a saying in there, it might even be a book, I'm not sure, that wherever you go, there you are. And that is so true. But it's only true to the extent that when you do inner changes, the external changes as well. So going into that cocoon for me was a very loving thing to do for myself. And there was a lot of growth that took place in that cocooning stage for me. And of course, when I think of a cocoon, I think of a caterpillar. And how long it takes for a caterpillar in a cocoon to go through all the changes that it makes before it breaks out of that cocoon. And actually, I believe this is true, right before it breaks out of the cocoon, it turns to goo. It just turns to like a black goo. And from that, that black goo holds imaginal cells that know the butterfly, that have the image of the butterfly. I'm pretty sure that's true, but you can check all that out. Sounds really good though, doesn't it? So when I was in that cocooning stage, when I was in and I wasn't thinking about the butterfly or becoming a butterfly, I was just kind of pulling away, going within, kind of in a protecting kind of mode. And so what I think is very true about the struggle, and if you can relate to this idea of going into a cocoon, just like the butterfly, no one can come along to that caterpillar in the cocoon and help it break out. It's in the struggle. It's in building up the muscles and the metamorphosis that's taking place inside the cocoon. There's a perfect timing to that. And remember that caterpillar, and when it turns into that black goo, it has the imaginal cells of the butterfly. And so do we. I honestly believe that's true. And so you can't help a caterpillar out of its cocoon, because if you help it, it won't go through the struggle it needs to go through, and the timing won't just be just right. And I think it's the same for us. It's certainly not that during that time of cocooning That's how I like to think of the struggle. It's not like we can't get support and encouragement to build up that strength and build up those muscles of breaking out of that cocoon and going through the metamorphosis of becoming a butterfly, which for me in my life symbolized freedom, the ability to fly, to be free from what was weighing me down that kind of brought me into that cocoon in the first place. Like the caterpillar crawling along on the ground, not able to fly. So I don't know if that's making any sense to you. It makes a lot of sense to me. So when we're in that cocooning time, we can certainly get support and encouragement to build up our strength. But it is our own self that has to build up that strength, build up those muscles, do whatever it takes within that struggle to want to fly. It's up to us to do that. Nobody can do it for us. But we certainly can have supportive, loving, and encouraging people around us as we're going through that struggle. So that's a bit of what I wanted to say on step 3, the struggle. And I'm so enjoying sharing these mini stories with you, these mini videos, and really looking forward to sharing the next 2 steps with you. And I hope you have a absolutely wonderful day. Peace.